Did you guys know that Final Fantasy X-2's director is a co-director of FF7 Rebirth? Because once you know that, you can't unsee it. Now you know where those 3-minute dance numbers come from. Behold. Don't you look away. You might need to make a stiff drink for this one. Notice how Cloud is like a backup dancer for Yuna, and Yuffie, Tifa, and Aeris are like Yuna in this. Look at that. Hey, look, it's the backup dancers Cloud's based on.
You're a star.
Oh, shut up, Aeris, you bloody enabler. Of all the inspirations to draw from when remaking FF7, they chose FF10-2.
Keep it up, Cloud. Work it.
Of all the things in their past they could have drawn from, they chose that. Don't you look away. Yeah. And look, it's basically even time. It's basically even time the same. Their dance ends with the reveal of the title. It's brutal. It's brutal, man. Boo! Boo! Get off the stage!
Yes. Yes, I will transform you into a vision of beauty.
Oh God, please no. Yes, no, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. You don't want to know this, but it's true. The director of FF10-2 is a co-director of FF7 Rebirth, and once you know that, you suddenly have solved the mystery of where all those 3-minute dance numbers come from. And you know what the fun part is? It's not the only time it happens. Oh yeah, we're doing this. You thought it was bad enough just to have, what can I do for you? Bam, 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 bam. Oh no, Sonny Jim. No. You don't get off that easy. You don't get off that easy with just one. They also put their own version of 1,000 words into FF7 Rebirth. And you're about to see it right now. Let me find it exactly. I'm going to time this exactly. So that I'm even going to see if I can sync up their singing together. Let's see. Where is it? Okay. Thank you, Yuna. We will have you in a second. Now let's just line up the main star. Let's line up the main act, the main performance. Yes, thank you. That would do rather nicely. And let's have you. I'm sorry, chat. Look, chat, at the end of the day, I'm not the one who did this, alright? I'm just showing you what was always there. Let's go. God, I'm gonna need a water for this.
You got this.
Walking city streets with worn cobblestones, listening to people rushing past to rhythms all their own. Life passing me by, not thinking how the years have flown until I met you. I won't say that it was fair. I won't say that it was destiny. But if not, what could it be that drew you towards me? Could it be chance? Till the day that we meet again.
Sephiroth, Sephiroth, can you just kill it, please? Like, save us! Maybe you weren't wrong after all. Maybe Sephiroth is just misunderstood. This is a Disney musical number.
Till the day that we meet again at our place. Just let me believe in the chance that you'll come. Take my hand and never let me go. Take my hand.
Of all the things to take inspiration from, they drew from FF10 too. Hand movements at the same time. Oh god. Hey look! There's Cloud and Tifa. Oh wait, not Titus and the other guy. And then there's Titus and Yuna on the other side. They are even directed the same. They even follow the same beats. Oh, piss off, Chadley. No one likes you. Hey, look. There's the dead guys in this game and the dead guys in the other game. They follow the same beats. It is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Why? Let's take Final Fantasy X and put... Let's take Final Fantasy VII and put 10-2 into it. Isn't that insane? Boo! Get off the stage! It's not. This is not even Aeris's character either. Nothing in the OG indicates this in her personality at all. It feels okay. You know that internet historian video called about My Immortal, that Harry Potter fanfiction. This feels like it was written by the same person. Like, if I was to like. I imagine whoever wrote this scene, if you wrote it down or heard them talk, it'd be like, and then everyone was on the stage at a Gold Saucer, and then Aeris, she started to sing an opera song, and everyone looked at her and thought she was cool and beautiful. Except for Sid Highwind. He was asleep because he was old. But when he woke up, even he had a tear because Aeris is the main character and I love her and she is my girlfriend. And then after Aeris did the song, everyone clapped because because I like her. And then, but when the lights went down, Aeris cried because because she has a sensitive side too, and that will show that she is also vulnerable. Like that is what I imagine. That's what I imagine the thought process sounds like when writing a scene like this. It's dog shit. As I say, when I say that FF7 Remake and Rebirth have Disneyfied the original game, I'm not saying that as a buzzword or as a label. I quite literally mean they have Disneyfied this game. They've turned it into a bloody Disney musical theme park. From silly sausage songs like this to Red 13 sounding... Red 13 sounds like Red 13 doesn't even belong in Kingdom Hearts with that voice. And that's saying a lot. You know, no disrespect to Kingdom Hearts, my god. It's crazy. It's ridiculous, man. Yeah, Gotham, you might not agree with me on many things with Remake and Rebirth, but you understand the reasons for my hate. Good. You better... let me put it this way. I'd be concerned if people couldn't understand. Why? I was annoyed. Yeah. Voroxis, where did the kid come in from Leeds? Oh, because I watch a lot of Jerry Jackson going up. That's why that thought process happens in my mind. That's why that voice comes from. It really is my immortal. It is. It's insane. It's nuts, man. So, let me, I'll tell you what, I'll clip that. Not for a short, but let's see. There we go. There we fucking go. TH, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. Also, thank you for the follows, Link and Pylicious. Sorry if I missed those earlier. Don't ever do that again, TH. I can't promise. Oh, fuck. No, I can't. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, TH. But we have to do one more. Because you have no idea. You have no idea the horror that lies with Rebirth. Smile goes with everything. Oh, God. Death's Helm, thank you very much for the Subaru. I appreciate that. Let's find the trust me, chat. You have no idea. Let me put it this way, chat. If you thought that was bad, watch this. Oh my god. If you thought that was bad, ladies and gentlemen, you ain't seen nothing yet, Toots. You ain't seen nothing yet. Oh god almighty. It gets even worse. Except the lucky part of this at the very least is that this is a side quest. But it's this is fucking brutal, man. Everything under the sun. Thank you very much for the 169 beta news. I appreciate that. I've made my point. Please close it. No, Vel. I will never close it. Because here's the thing. Some of you have seen a glimpse of this. But you haven't seen the whole thing. So when people talk about, oh, how could you... Hang on. When people say like, oh, what? How could you hate this? Don't you want more FF7 content? This is the content. This is the extra content we got. This is not a mod. This is not a meme or an edit or AI. This, what you're about to see, is real.
Oh dear, may I help you?
Just listening. You've got a great voice.
Oh, shut up, Tifa. No, she doesn't.
Flatter me.
Sorry.
I didn't even know I was doing it. You see, this cat I feed sometimes has gone missing. And when I worry, I cannot help but sing.
Hey. Sounds like a job for a merc, doesn't it?
Let's ask if she sings often.
Why, I sing whenever the mood strikes, really. Haven't you ever felt like bursting into song?
No, I can't say I have.
You've got an ear for music, though.
What were they thinking? What is this? And you know what? Like, if you ever wonder why Sid and Vincent weren't playable in FF7 Rebirth, it's because they were spending money on this. They were making this. This is part of the reason you can't play as Sid or as Vincent in Rebirth, because they needed to save money for this.
Something I've been meaning to
God.
ask you.
What?
Now this is gonna blow your mind. You are never gonna believe where this. Hang on, let me just a second. No, piss off. Go away. Let me just turn the volume down for myself. It's really loud. Let me just show you where this riveting side quest goes. Oh my god. K-Marie! Thank you so much for that raid, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Please chuck a follow to the lovely K-Marie. She looks like a Final Fantasy character back when the series was good, which is not anymore, which is what we are currently doing a stream about. Kay, how the hell have you been? Chuck a follow. Jeff Gibson, you nearly spat out your tea. It's brutal. It's so bad, isn't it? It's so bad. I sing like that on font? How dare you? Tell me how. Andrew, what an egotistical woman about this character. Not you, Kay. We love you here. Kay, I'm so sorry, but I'm about to expose you and your raiders to the pure cringe torture that is FF7 Rebirth. So anyway, in this cutscene, here's what you do. You go and you find the cat, and you're not going to believe this, but Tifa gives the cat food.
Kittens? I can't believe it. Fluffy? Hey, girl. How you doing? It's me, Tifa. Remember? You're okay. Thank God. Aww. Fluffy, what's wrong?
She doesn't look so good.
And you're never gonna believe it, but a trash mob shows up and you have to fight it, because at the end of the day, this is MMO design 101. FF14 design in here. Alright, you know, bash the trash mob, so on and so forth. Then after that, you have to escort the cat back to the village, because this is designed like an MMO. You know that quest in World of Warcraft where you have to escort that robot chicken? And it's dreadful? This is even worse. Those are the good old days of escort quests. So you have to escort this cat back to the place while fighting trash mobs, and it's also really easy to lose. And then you finally do get back, and your reward is this absolutely riveting minigame that's about to come up, because why not? That's the one thing Rebirth didn't have enough of.
Why,
Here we go.
look who it is. Oh, my little baby! I'm so glad you're okay. And just look at all these yummy muffins you brought back with you.
She gave birth to her litter on the mountain.
Oh, sweetling, you're going to be a great mommy.
I hope this is all right. It wasn't exactly safe for a bunch of kittens. Couldn't just leave them, so...
Don't be silly, dear. You did the right thing. I'll take excellent care of this family. They'll want for nothing. Long I've dreamed of opening my home to little ones to play and romp and love. La 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 la.
Shut up!
If I'm going
Shut
to take
up!
these cats
Stop
in,
it!
they're going to need names.
What?
You've got such beautiful white fur.
Oh
Yes,
god! This game is like getting punched in the balls repeatedly. Like 15 times a minute. It's brutal.
It's perfect.
Oh god!
Don't you think? As for the kittens,
Like,
we'll
what? No,
decide later.
seriously, what the fuck?
Actually,
What is
the
this
cat's already
doing
got a name.
in FF7? When you wanted a remake back in the day,
What?
before this was
You
a thing,
weren't
is this
hoping
what
to
you
hear me
imagined
play,
it
were
would
you?
look like?
I'm terribly sorry, Blanca, but I'm a bit worn out after all that excitement.
Tifa can play.
Is this what you wanted?
Cloud? What a wonderful idea.
Be honest.
You'll humor us, dear, won't you?
Okay. Just a bit.
Hold that thought. This
As they're talking, notice the emerald As they're talking, notice the emerald weapon poster in the background,
Okay. Just a bit.
hold
and
that
notice the ruby weapon poster in the background.
I thought, this occasion calls for an accompaniment. I know some folks who would just
Notice
love...
how out of place these posters look, because, you know, it kind of makes no sense they'd have these up there. Like, in sort of these, like, country towns or in these places that were in FF7, everything was basically a photograph, a framed photograph, or, like, a framed painting. This feels out of place, and it is. It's a minor detail, sure, but a mate of mine pointed it out when we were watching this together, and I just can't unsee it. Tifa is gorgeous. Tifa basically is carried by her hotness in this game. It's true, she looks amazing.
The chance to perform. Don't go anywhere.
Well, by the way, chat,
That
are you ready?
escalated quickly. I wasn't expecting an audience.
Are you ready for the good
I
part?
haven't practiced since I was a kid. What should I do?
Are you ready?
Back out?
Well, that's
Are you
not an
ready for your
option.
reward
Then I think you better
for
get
finishing the
warmed up.
quest? Here it comes. Shh. Everyone shush, shush. This is the good part. All right. Shh. Oh, God. Oh, my God, bro. With all due respect to the person playing this, I couldn't play this better. It just reminds you know the guy who plays, like, really crap versions of the Titanic or Lord of the Rings on his recorder? The bad recorder guy? This feels like they've just done this with FF7. Oh my God. You know what the really sad thing is that it started off funny and now it's just really sad. It's like just look at it. Just look at it, man. Just look at what they did to FF7. Look at this rubbish. The NPCs standing there playing instruments that you can't even hear. The lady just standing around blankly like an FF14 NPC. These silly sausage cats. Just... Oh, God. Was it worth the platinum?
That was lovely.
No, it wasn't. It was dreadful.
How was it?
Much better than I remember. That's for sure.
Talk about a backhanded compliment. But I'll take it. Thanks.
Yeah. Talk about a terrible remake. But yeah, it's one of those scenes that makes you just go, look how they massacred my boy. It really is. It's just brutal. It's so sad. Oh.
Glad that you could help. Take care of the cats for me.
I certainly will. Rest assured, I'll keep them very well fed. So bring your appetites. All right, come along then.
Playing that piano again brought back a lot of memories. How Mom used to teach me while Dad was downstairs in the kitchen doing his best, which was pretty good.
Memories of how good FF7 used to be.
Hangouts with Emilio and the gang, which we kept inviting you to, but you...
let's stay optimist and say the next one will be better. Listen, mate, how many red flags do you need to see before you finally realize that it's not getting any better? Even if they try to make it better, it's unsavable, it's unsalvageable, and most likely it's gonna be worse.
Never came.
It's so bad.
Never?
It's
Really?
so bad.
Really? But you seemed fine on your own.
That what
Ruby
it looked
red,
like?
emerald
I
sea.
enjoyed being alone?
You didn't?
Of course not.
Guess we still don't know each other that well.
Well, never too late to make up for lost time.
And when you really look at it, it just looks like it's an FF7 mod of a different game. It just looks like an FF7 skin of a different game. It doesn't feel like FF7 at all. It's not great.
Yeah, that's true. I'm glad we came.
Yeah. Glad we found Fluffy, too.
No, you're
I
not,
think
Cloud.
you
You wouldn't
mean
give a shit about
Blanca.
a thing like that.
But yeah.
Also, the thing is, like, remember how, like, the absolute #1 priority is we gotta find Sephiroth and stop this guy, like, ASAP? Fuck are they doing with this rubbish? Like, what is this? And the justification for this doesn't even make sense either. Like, in the beginning of this quest, Tifa's like, sounds like a job for a merc. Like a mercenary when it comes to saving the cat, and he's like, well, I guess I am a mercenary. It's like that in the OG, that whole mercenary side of Cloud's personality is dropped completely after they leave Midgar. That whole mercenary thing is the reason he takes the job to bomb the Mako reactor, and but once he realizes Sephiroth is back, that gets dropped entirely. That whole mercenary thing is never mentioned again, to my memory at least, for the rest of the entire game, because the main priority is stop this guy. This guy burned down my whole home, killed my mother, nearly killed Tifa, and now he wants to seriously damage the planet and take over it. This takes priority over everything, not helping some crazy old bat catch a lost white kitten in a fetch quest, and then play this appalling music minigame at the end. It's just bloody wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how else to put it. Chambam! Thank you for the 4 months on Sebbywebz TV. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. And you know what, guys? Look, I know. This has absolutely nothing to do with Metal Gear Solid 4, but I have been wanting to record a bit of this React content for a bit. So this will all go in a YouTube video. Remember that YouTube video I made where I compared scenes from OG to this? Yeah, we're making another one soon. All right, and you've just witnessed some live action, hot, sexy Final Fantasy VII content in the making. It's pretty good. Actually, it's not pretty good. That's why we're making this. Was there anything else we had that could be hilarious? Not really. I think we're pretty good for now. So, am I going to be streaming on Wednesday next week? God, get out of this. Piss off. Let's get some music on. Actually, let's get this on. This is cool. No, that's dreadful. Get that off. Am I going to be streaming on Wednesday? Yeah, I might do either. I'll be streaming either Wednesday or Saturday, and I will let you guys know. I'm just thinking. Game story demands hurry that game mismatches it. Yeah, I mean, to my memory, the only real side quest in FF7, the original, was Wutai, but you have to do it because Yuffie has just stolen all your materia. You can't beat the game without finishing it, and I don't know. Yeah. Will I be working on off-stream? Oh yeah, dude, off-stream, all I do is edit shorts. All I do is render footage to send to my editors and do a bit of turn-based combat in the comments section, because that's always fun. Can't wait for that Vanguard. Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. Good night, Silentine. Take care of yourself. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate that. So, give us Gamer Girl. All right. I'll tell you what. I'll go to the bathroom. Maybe I'll make another whiskey, but I'll go to the bathroom. And for those of you who are new to the channel and have never seen this before, this is a music video that I made about Final Fantasy VII. This is real, all right? No, not that one. Now, I initially wrote this song and just put the song on there with a whopping 800 views. Then I think a year later, I got Denmo McStronghuge, who is a big chungus in the Final Fantasy XIV community, to make an FF14 music video of my parody song about FF7 called Gamer Girl. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy. I think this is the first song I ever wrote and put on YouTube. I think this is it. So ladies and gentlemen, enjoy, and I'll be right back. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for enjoying my music video of Gamer Girl. It was a Final Fantasy production by Sebbywebz. I cried out my wee-wee for Eris. And if you want the link to that video, here it is, right here in chat. Denmo McStronghuge is so bloody brilliant that is his first draft. That's his first thing he showed me. I'm like, I have 0 notes. I was like, I have nothing. That went beyond the Call of Duty. I did not expect him to make, like, Tidus have the character laugh. There's so many little details, like Tidus laughing, Zidane backflipping. It's just brilliant. It's just brilliant. Was I high on helium? No. I have the voice acting skill set at the end of the day, so I just sang like that. It just made sense to sing like that, if that makes sense. And Tony, thank you for the follow, dude. All the small games. Yeah, I have a full music video channel, which you guys can follow there if you're curious about. So, anyway, fuck. Thank you, Evan, for liking that one. The saddest scene in FF7 hits harder how they robbed us in Rebirth. Vanguard, the fact that is sadder than when Eris actually died in Rebirth. Not a great plan. It is actually... Yeah, it died, you know, all this and that. I'll put myself into just chatting for now, alright? Because I think we're just going to be fucking about for a bit. I'll call it, I don't know. Watch party time. That's all I can think of. It's really, really sad what they have done with Eris's death scene in Rebirth, because the original is just, it's so pitch perfect, you could just say. It's the timing of it. How do I say this? Like the timing of her materia hitting the ground and the music beginning on that moment. But also this sort of weird sense of inertia building up to it. The dead silence at the moment she dies when Sephiroth, you know, impales her. And then the music hitting and the dialogue is also, it's not very long, the dialogue, but each line is so powerful and so potent. The fact you have to then fight Jenova to her theme after that, and then at the end of all that, just Cloud putting her in the water and just letting her go. It's all they had to do for Rebirth. It's just all they had to do. And it's sad because when you watch videos of the OG scene, if you go into the comments, you know, the ones before Rebirth came out, it's like, oh man, this is crushing me even now. And then we're going to be destroyed again when we see it in 4K. Yeah. You'd think that was going to happen, wouldn't you? Yeah. Or so you thought. Because in Rebirth, they tried to be too clever, they tried to play silly games, and they tried to make two completely opposite crowds happy at the exact same time. The ones who feel that she should die because it was canon, and the ones who want to keep her alive. They tried to make both sides happy at the same time, and in the end really made no one happy. It just didn't work. Takes her moment away from her. Yeah, exactly, Andrew. And as a result, the audience doesn't know whether to feel sad or not. Should we feel relieved that she lived, but she died? Should we feel sad? I don't know, because she's alive, but she's dead. What is she? I don't know. They took one of the most potent and emotionally powerful scenes in all of video game history and destroyed it, basically. They added a bunch of extra steps to make it less effective than the original. It's a travesty what they did. Radigan, thank you very much for the follow. And you know what? Let's see how much they actually butchered it. Let's do it. So, God, this is so depressing what we're about to see, mate. This is so sad. No, not 60 FPS. My God. Imagine not watching this in glorious 24 frames. All right, my God. Maybe this. Please tell me this guy's not talking. 1080p. This could work. Should work. They should have left it as it is. Let me put it this way. No. Let's do the full thing if we can find it. Swage, you son of a bitch. I am so sorry. Swage, you son of a bitch. Welcome in. Thank you for that raid, guys. I fucking love Swage, mate. He's a bloody good streamer, a bloody good DJ, and a bloody good bloke. And I bet he's gay. Welcome in. Also, Swage's favorite short of mine. So bad. I think I have this. Is me being a huge piece of shit as Clive and Dion in this. Oh God, where I had a playlist of this. Oh fucking please tell me I have this whole thing. I'll do it just for you, Swage. I'll fucking do it just for you, mate. No, that's not that one. I mean, this one's a poor.
Well, bloody well. If it ain't Goots. What? You think just because you're taller than me that you got a bigger knob? Oh, no, mate, I didn't mean to say that. Shut your mouth. I'm Clive. I'm a prince.
This is my
and how
favourite part
dare
of
a
FF6
commoner
game.
like you have a bigger knob than me? Oh, me, man. I didn't mean to do that to you, Clive. Oh, me nan's gonna have a word with you about that. Let me tell you something. When I find your nan, I'm gonna give her the best bang she's had in 3,000 years. Because that's exactly how old she is.
Look for my dear.
Oh, not me nan, mate. Oh, not me bloody man.
Boo!
Well,
Get off the stage! It might be my playlist. Hang on. Yeah, so... this is so... My friend and I were going through these the other days, and he's like, I can't believe I'm friends with such an immature person. I was like, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Where is my FF16? I know I made a playlist of this, of just like the worst crap ever. I think it's in here.
Yep.
So bad. Also, thank you for the follows, Fox Given and Potato. Swage, this is going to blow you away, but we were actually about to compare the Aerith death scene from Final Fantasy VII, the original, to the Aerith death scene in Rebirth, where they improved it and made it way better than the original could ever have hoped to be. You have no idea how much better it is. Also, Devil, thank you very much for that fucking follow. What is this? Sussy Barker Clive? Did this Prince? Where did I have this? Is it this one? No. God, there's just so many stupid ones. Shocking deleted. I think this is it. Shocking deleted scene from FF16, Swage. I think this is what it is.
Well. If it ain't Prince Dion, I'll bet you're gay. Oh, gosh, yes I am, but how did you know? Because my Ifrit horn can smell out your mega cock any day of the week.
In my defense, I was really drunk.
Get ready, because here it comes. Oh, crumbs, but I'm so nervous. I'm worried that I might gig a coom all over your face. Gosh, listen up, you bellend. I may be a flaming demon, but you're a flaming homosexual. Which is why I think we make the perfect match. Oh, gosh. Oh, this is getting me quite excited. I think I'm going to terror... Coom! Wait, are you done already? You disgust me. Get back in the dungeon. Oh, gosh. Please be gentle on me. My mega body can't survive from the last hell spanking you gave me. Gosh.
I would explore... So immature, man. I think I was about 12 beers in at that point. I think I was. Look, the only way you can play FF16 is by being on minimum 16 beers the entire time. That's the only way that game is like playable for me, at least. So, hey guys, I got a great idea for a video, Dr. Hashbrown. Hey, look, seemed like a good idea at the time, and if you want it. Or is it? Not Sharon the Gilf.
Will.
No, piss off. If you want it, here's the playlist. I did not enjoy FF16, but I did enjoy ruining it. That was a lot of fun to me. Actually... No. Yes. Someone showed me a video the other day called Final Fucking Fantasy 16, and it's every single time they say fuck in FF16. It is so bad. It actually... It's not great. Our maturity level is on the same plane, according to the Mrs. Who Hates, when you wake her up to that video. Yeah, this is not great. Final fucking fantasy. This is what you got with FF16, mate. It's so bad. This is so bad. So, yeah. FF16 has a lot of cool elements, I would say. Sid is a cool character. Clive is a cool character. I didn't actually hate the combat. I don't think it's particularly difficult. You just go and spam all your biggest moves and then mess about till your cooldowns are up. Titan and Bahamut fights were cool, but let's be real, the icon bosses are basically designed like FF14 raid bosses. The main issues I have is the writing, the story, and I would say the gross mishandling of elements in this game. But this video focuses specifically on the, how would I call it? The hello fellow kids type swearing in this game. See if you can spot it. Final fucking fantasy. Fuck. I am so sorry for how loud that was. I'm so sorry for how loud that was. Is everyone okay? That was I just saw that on my OBS. It was like full red. Is everyone all right? Is everyone okay? That was bullshit. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. In fact, let me fix that for you right now. 0 likes? Not anymore. Welcome to hell. I'm so sorry, guys. No, I won't do that either. That's really mean. So, let me just test the volume real quick.
Fuck off. Hold your tongue.
So the whole thing is fine. It's just that opening was like, okay, all right. If you're a YouTuber, don't make your opening animation 500 times louder than the actual video itself. I don't know. Still though, this guy's a fucking legend just for making this at all. All right, you're all right in my books. All right, let's continue. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Final fucking Fantasy 16.
Wyvern, move!
It was at that moment, right in the beginning of this game, that I knew the writing wasn't going to be good. Like, no one says this. No one when they're scared or running away is like, oh, fuck. You can't even say it. It's like a tongue twister. It's basically like, I imagine the process behind writing that line was, hey kids, bet you thought Final Fantasy wasn't cool, eh? Well, watch this. Fuck. See? He just said fuck. That was badass. That's what I imagine the reason behind all the swearing in this game is, to be perfectly honest. Lex Rosline, thank you for that follow. All right, let's go in. It's millennial writing. It's like an uncool person's idea of what's cool, or edgy, or mature. Oh, I've heard it described that, like, FF16's idea of edgy... I've heard it described that FF16's idea of mature is that everyone just says fuck. Heaps. Even when they don't need to. Nadavalo! Thank you for the Subaru! Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Hash Brown, thanks for the follow. Thank you. Oh, I grew up on that guy. Oxygen Management. Yeah, Valkyria. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's not going to help you get away. Let's keep going. Fuck.
Joshua. Oh, fuck. Murderer. I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill you!
I didn't even think that was necessary there, to be perfectly honest. I don't know. When I think of Final Fantasy, I don't think of characters being like, "Oh, fucking kill you." I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that line was awesome. It's okay. I think the acting is good. I just don't think that was fully necessary. But whatever. That's a nitpick. Let me put it this way. That's not one of the worst ones. So. You liked FF16, squandered potential? That's what I mean, Oko. It's squandered potential. That's kind of the worst thing about this game, I'd say.
Fucking kill you!
It could just be a lot better this game. That's kind of the main criticism, I'd say.
Fucking icons.
That was alright. It was badass.
Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
I don't think that one was necessary.
We'll be hearing more soon enough.
God, this character.
You always were fucking snakes it. Dodge this.
Hello, fellow kids. That just feels unnecessary, and I'll show you exactly why that is unnecessary, because you don't really need to swear for that. Like, a sound would actually be enough, and I will show you exactly how that is done better. in this fight right here. There is no swearing when Batman fights Bane. And it's quite interesting because Batman is used to being able to overpower and beat anyone he fights until he meets this guy. Like, even in, like, his sort of fallen form, Batman would still beat the shit out of Heath Ledger's Joker or Cillian Murphy's Scarecrow, but not Bane. Bane's something else. Thiago, thank you for the follow. Now, the reason I'm bringing this scene up is because there's a part where he has this frustrated moment, like what Benedicta has. But instead of going, fuck, he does something else. He just makes a sound, and it's better. This is where Batman just gives everything to Bane, and it's not enough. And when he realizes it's not enough, he's going to make this sound right there. You can hear in his voice, there's this mixture of anger and frustration. It's like, fuck! Why can't I beat this guy? Now, that is better than what they did here. It kind of shows how kind of amateur this writing is, to have her go, fuck! It's just edgy hello fellow kids crap. It just should have just been a scream. It should have been a roar of anger from her.
Oh, fuck!
Can you see the difference?
I hope the bear has found a way out.
Now, the only reason he gets away with so many fucks is because he sounds like a filthy English person, because he's literally Finchy from The Office, which is brilliant casting. Love Ralph Ineson. Incredible voice. Great character.
You won't catch a bastard standing around clucking like old hens. That fucking snake played me false, acted like he was one of us, and the whole time he was one of them.
Wow.
I'll be fucked if I'm leaving.
If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame.
There's another thing you need to pay attention to, and this is a major criticism of mine in FF16, and I noticed this halfway through, and like once I noticed it, I couldn't unsee it. Listen to how long the pauses are between the lines. Let's just count the seconds between this.
Fuck!
Hang on.
Come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame.
So, yeah, in theater they have a thing called picking up your cues, and it's not about saying the line faster. In fact, my dad actually taught me this when I was getting into stage acting as a kid. He said, when the other person's about to finish, he said, don't wait till the person's finished their line and then take a breath and speak, because that'll put it 1 second between the line. As they're about to finish their line, take an inhale, and once it's done, then start talking. Now, the reason you do this in theater is because if you don't, it's like, here's my line, second. Or here's my line, second. And then here's my line, second. The audience will actually kind of start to lag and fall asleep. But if it's like, here's my line, then this line, then this line, then this line, then that line, then this line, it's just like bang, 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 bang. The audience is like, holy fuck, oh shit. And it's just really entertaining. And what's crazy, this is actually true, and I've seen this because we've done this in school theater. We have had a play that was 80 minutes long, and we shaved it down to 1 hour just by doing that. Just by picking up our cues. It was like, I forget the exact number, but it was like a full 10 to 20 minutes we shortened the entire full-length play from. Just by picking up our cues. Because think about how many lines are in this. Now, say like the play, I don't know, let's say it's got like a few hundred or a few thousand lines, whatever. Multiply 1 or 2 seconds by that number, and that's how much extra time you add onto this. Now, take a game like Final Fantasy 16, which is like 50 hours long, and then add these whopping huge gaps between the lines for a game that length, and that is like a very subtle reason this game drags so hard. Now, once you see it, it's hard to unsee it. It's not every line, but it's way more than it should be.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue.
Enough.
Fuck.
Fuck me.
It's like what someone who just said in chat. Is fuck the only swear word they know? Apparently so.
Fuck. It's still alive.
I was watching this with a friend and he made this observation that I can't unsee. It sounds like the fucks were added in later on. Does anyone else get that sense? Like, these almost weren't in the initial script, and then they sort of found a way to insert as many as possible so that the hip new kids, hey, the card players, and the Fortnite kids, well, maybe they'll think Final Fantasy's cool. Hey, bet you kids thought Final Fantasy was just, you know, Moogles and Chocobos. Kupo, I'm working here. Well, check this guy out. He just said fuck. Bet you don't think Final Fantasy's lame anymore. It's badass. It's like a Tarantino. It's like, I could just sit there like, well, it's like a Tarantino movie. You know, it's just like, oh god, help me. Except when Tarantino uses swearing and Scorsese uses swearing, it's actually very, very deliberate. Even if it's excessive, there is a, god, as cringe as this sounds, there's a certain poetry to it. Anyway, whereas these fucks don't sound natural. They sound tacked on. Forced.
Oh, fuck.
In a way, there's a bit of a fan fiction element to it, isn't it? And then Titan powered up and became a Super Saiyan 2. Then Ifrit saw his power level rising and Ifrit said fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Must fail Lord Kuka again! Find Sid! Are all fucking dead!
That sounded fine, in my opinion. That, and in a way, I've noticed, because I've seen a bit of this before, the fucks that sound the most natural actually come from non-main character NPCs. Like, this guy, I think, sounds fine. This actually almost sounds like something out of Game of Thrones, and he has a right to swear in a way, because he's like, guys, if we don't do this, Titan will literally crush all of us, man. This works.
Find Sid! Are all fucking dead!
Maximum emotional commitment from the actor as well.
Fuck me!
Let us in or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Oh, good enough for
I'll tell you what. That guy rules. You know what? You know what, mate? You get my full approval, mate. That's a fucking 10 out of 10. I feel like anyone who has lived in England has probably heard people sound and say that exact same thing after a night out on the piss, after like 50 beers. But it goes with what I was saying before. Like, the best fucks in this, the ones that work, seem to come from these nameless NPCs. And that guy, great accent, great emotional commitment. Listen, you peasants, fuck off. I like this one.
Let us in or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Oh, good enough for
This guy rules.
Fuck. Is there no other way across?
Question for you guys. Do you think... Question for you guys. Do you think this fuck was really necessary for this line?
Fuck. Is there no other way across?
Now, I know I sound like I'm nitpicking, and it's like, no, old man doesn't want the swearing in his fantasy game. It's like, no, swearing is fantastic. Swearing is awesome when it's used right, when it's used well. That was unnecessary, you know. So, yeah. Colonius, glad to see the sustained success just on the back of E33. Hey, thank you, Colonius, and thank you for that follow. Also, guys, I apologize. I am missing a lot of chats right now. I appreciate everyone who has come in from the YouTube, the TikTok, the Instagram. Appreciate it. And all you know, the people who've been watching this stream for years, fucking appreciate you, mate. Fuck. The fuck sounded like it was recorded on a separate day. Yeah, it's just, here's the thing, like, and anyone who says, right, well, I don't see the problem because I know a bloke at work who swears all the time. Yeah, but that's not how storytelling dialogue works at the end of the day. Stories are not you putting real life unedited on stage or on screen, and that's it. Stories are actually a very specific, structured art form. However, it's necessary and it's preferable for them to feel believable, to feel natural and feel realistic. That doesn't mean that it's just real life. It doesn't mean that. It has to follow that structure, it has to follow its rules, and then feel so believable and natural that you almost, like, your brain doesn't even think of it as this structured, rigid format. You just think you're watching this natural, believable story unfold. I don't know if I worded that right. Let me put it this way. Alfred Hitchcock said, movies are just real life with all the boring bits cut out. But also, another counter-argument when anyone says, oh, you know, I know a bloke who just swears non-stop at work. It's like, well, you know what else happens in real life? People go to work, they sit at a cubicle or an office, and they do spreadsheets for 8 hours. Would you turn that into a movie or an 8-hour series or a video game? No, because it's fucking boring. There's a reason you want to... Real life stories are not just putting real life on that. God, fuck, that's how it's kind of hard to express this. It's hard to word this, but you know what I mean at the same time. Kent, you do that all day and you wouldn't put that in a movie. Yeah, fair enough, exactly. So, smallest detail can take you out of the story. Well, that's why they say the devil is in the details. So, you are not alone. I love that song in FF9. It's true. All right, now fuck him out. Let's keep going.
Then this is just another trap.
It's a trap, all right. The daddy of all fucking traps.
Oh, will you be going too?
Aye. I've been waiting a long time to give that fucker a taste of his own medicine. I would have missed this for the world. Those fuckers really went to town on this place.
I remember streaming this like on launch and everyone just saying Gav's my favorite, I love Gav. I think they just like him because he says fuck every sentence. Doesn't really have much of a character outside of that. It's true. Fuck. Oh, piss off, Clive. I like Clive though. It's kind of mad.
You've got a plan, Clive, because we are fucked if you don't.
Fuck.
Care to explain what the fuck your dog just did?
Man. Later. Everyone, with me.
I'll fucking kill you.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Well, load of scum. Who the fuck invited them? So, what? You think they came here to save him? Well, I'll be fucked if I know what's going on, but every minute we spend racking our brains, that bastard's getting further away.
It feels weirdly unnatural, doesn't it? Rainstorm, I'm still here. You damn straight I am. Tenzar, Gabe said it perfectly. Video games need to simulate real life to a point so you get immersed, but the main goal is the fun. So you do whatever to hang on. So you do whatever you can to make it entertaining while following your own rules of the story. Yeah, exactly. It shouldn't feel out of place. That's all. It should just, yeah. So, all right, let's continue.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Torms is gonna look into what happened to Torgal for us. You make sure he's not hurting himself doing, well, whatever the fuck it is he did. So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that. Oh, boy.
You know what it reminds me of is that compilation of Lady from Netflix's Devil May Cry, where she just says fuck in every single sentence. And the funny thing is if you watch it, which you should, look it up, it's amazing. It's so unnatural that you keep forgetting she's gonna do it. And it becomes like this weird punchline of each sentence where you know it's coming, but you don't know exactly when it's gonna come. And it's like, oh my god, I'm so sick of demons, them and their fucking transformations. It's like, my god, we're back in hell. Nice place. except for all the fucking fire. It's like, that's literally every line she has in the whole thing. And this is no better. This is no better. Another thing to pay attention to, notice how every character stands like an FF14 character? Notice how they all have the same body language. Arms folded. Hand on hip for Clive, and then just straight up weird arms down. The other one, the fourth one you'll see, is arm gesture forward. That's basically the 3 to 4 things that every character does in basically almost every interaction that's not a straight up, you know, big budget cutscene in this game. And once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Still, 2,000 talents? I mean, is it normal for nobles to give away that kind of money?
It's normal for my uncle.
Fuck me. Oh, the other half live here? If you can't even fill my
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of cookers' trough when they want to lord it over us.
I like how, like, he didn't even go up and deliberately talk to him. Like, you're just running past NPCs and they're just like, fucking hell. Just like, just right at you. So good. Oh, this one's so bad. This is so bad, this one.
Go! Fuck! What have they stored? What has that gutter rat done to me?
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
It's just embarrassing at this point, really. I mean, it's like... And I'm not ripping on the voice actors. That's what are you supposed to do with a script, this fan fiction? If I, like... Yeah, I'm honestly casting no shade at them. But, like, this feels like fan fiction. It's like that internet historian, My Immortal. It's like, and then Titan, with his metal hands, he said, fuck, 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 and he bashed the table, and then the table broke because Titan is right strong. And then Haybard came in, and he said, don't you see, Hugo, you are weak. You could not beat Clive because you are weak. And then Titan said, fuck. That's the writing. That's literally how that's how I picture the writing process of this scene. It's just fan fiction you'd write in high school when you were like 14 or 15 years old. You know, it's I feel sorry for the VAs. They're good, man. It's not their fault, man. Yeah, exactly, Eben. It's fine. They have license for one curse word. It'd be less awkward if there was some variety, but no, it's only fuck. The thing is, though, there are movies, for example, Sexy Beast, which is a real name of a movie, starring Ray Winston and Ben Kingsley and Ian McShane. Yeah, it's that good. That has the most times I have ever seen. That has so much swearing in it. But because they're a bunch of horrible, crusty old English boomers who are like ex-gangsters and stuff, it just feels right. And their acting is so good that it works. It's hilarious. You actually would not want them to swear less. Like, the Brits can be extremely good at doing this. Gary Oldman did a movie called Nil by Mouth, as in he directed a film. He's not even an actor in it. And it's about his upbringing in a really rough part of England. And I think it still, to this day, holds the Guinness Book of Records of the most times there has ever been a swear word in a film ever. It's got something like, I don't know, 300, 400, 500 fucks and C-bombs dropped in it. You know what I mean? Like, it's an amazing movie as well. It's excellent. If you haven't seen it, Nil by Mouth, directed by Gary Oldman, starring Ray Winston. It is really heavy, man. Let me put it this way. Trigger warning. And I don't say that about anything. That movie is really intense. Actually, no, I don't say that. No, I untake back the trigger warning. No. Anyone who says trigger warning for anything, you're wrong. And I'm going to point and laugh at you. So, Midgeworth. The way E33 curses feel natural and not overdone. Yeah, like there were times when in E33 even I thought, did they really need to say that? And I thought, you know what? I don't really care because the overall package is so good. I'm not bothered by it. But the problem is when a game misses the mark in the big picture in multiple big ways, then the little things will start to annoy you more. So, anyway, let's keep going. Fuck.
Fuck.
It's just teenage edgy writing, mate. Like, when you're thinking of, say, like, Titan fighting Ifrit, it's just, you don't need, and then Titan slammed Ifrit into a wall and Ifrit said, fuck. It's so dumb. Oh, God.
You there. Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape!
You know what? I feel that one sort of gets away with it because it's like a jump scare. It's like kind of funny. It's kind of funny, maybe. Like, it almost sounds Monty Python. Fuck! He's seen us, buddy. Hang on, like, let that happen again. Taramonia, yeah, exactly, Taramonia. You don't see a primordial force of nature using the expletive. I mean, did they do this in God of War? Like, when Kratos is fighting Zeus or Hercules, are the gods like, fuck you, Kratos? Did they do that? I've forgotten. I honestly don't remember. And I don't think they do. And yet, how much more potent and dangerous do those fights feel in a lot of way? How intense is Kratos versus Baldur when Baldur shows up to his house for the first time in God of War 4? No swearing in that, but the very first time any of us played that, I feel like we were all on the edge of our seats when that happened, because I was like, oh Jesus, what is this? Thor probably swears, maybe. Baldur maybe swears, but something tells me it doesn't feel as out of place as this. Because if it did, I'd probably remember it. Because I'm that autistic. Anyway, let's continue.
You there. Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape!
Fuck! Oh my god. Emmett Selkovey just said fuck heaps. Yes. Emmett Selk just like, remember that we fucking lived. The rains have fucking ceased. But you're not here to fucking see them.
You win.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
You know what? He's got the accent. He almost sort of gets away with it in a way.
That was?
Fucking my hammer arm.
An odd-looking thing with a single edge blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it.
Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you.
The thing is, Ralph Ineson can get away with it because he's just so cool. Just listen to that magnificent English voice.
Listen to that rich bass as he says, fuck.
I also thought he was brilliant in... I actually loved him in Diablo 4, because he was sort of like a dirtier, modernized version of Deckard Cain without it feeling cringe or forced or millennial writing for me. I don't know. That's just how I felt about it. Zen Portal, thank you for that follow. Fucking Sphene. Oboro, the pause between the lines. So notice that, chat. Once you hear the pauses, the long pauses between the lines in this game, you can't unhear them. Real human beings can sort of get away with this in movies because we are real human beings. Like, we have a lot of micro expressions on our faces. These models, even though they're like, you know, full budget and all that, they're still not good enough. They don't have enough layered nuance to warrant pauses that long. I'm sorry, that sounds... How do I say this? They don't earn their pauses in the way that a truly classically trained actor can. Vico, I'm preparing you for Rebirth in 16. You'll play it for the sake of your completion runs, but goddamn, it's going to be hard. Vico, I make it a lot harder for you to enjoy those games, don't I? Because it's not that I make them bad. I just show you what was always in front of you. I show you what was always there the whole time. I'll just open your eyes. Americans swearing, the inflection... Hang on, let me see. Big V. It's like Americans swearing. The inflection is either put in the wrong place or has the wrong end for this Big V. Yeah, I mean, they are English. The thing is, Ralph sounds good and Ben Starr sounds good. Because they are English at the end of the day. Maybe the others are Americans doing English accents? I don't know. I don't know. That's getting very autistic for me, at least. Buke, thank you for that follow. Yeah. His voice acting in D4 was amazing. Let me see if I can find one thing. I've been looking for this forever. Hang on. Please tell me this is here. Please, please, please tell me this is still on YouTube.
Neil makes me laugh, though.
No, that's not it. Oh God, do they still have this? We need Finchy. I think they took this off because it was so funny. It was so impossibly funny they had to take it off. No. Oh, I'm really upset about this. Yeah. Well, basically, in The Office, the BBC Office, the guy who plays Sid in FF16, he was this absolute Giga Chad character, and he was also just a fucking gronk. He was such a gronk. It's not even funny. No, it was actually really funny. Yeah. Camera. Well, notice the lack of camera work could help also. Cuts between lines make the pauses feel more natural. Exactly. Well, it feels like there's a great lack of camera work in this game. Interesting cinematography, interesting shots. Like, we've just gone through Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3 on stream. And these games are like 20 years older than this, but notice how every shot is very deliberately set up for maximum cinematic impact. You know what I mean? And I don't really... What I see here is MMO shots. Squeal Piggy. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find that. Hang on. That's what I want. Squeal Piggy. Oh my god. 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 Do you realize you have just saved the stream? You've just saved it.
Kisses for...
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Sid from Final Fantasy 16.
Kisses for a quick. What do I get for a tenner?
Oh no. Squeal, Piggy, squeal.
Wait, this isn't the full thing. No. So I know this one. It's a meme one. We want the full one. We want the full one.
Okay.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Sid from FF. Ricky Gervais, because it's so personal, because you're like, oh fuck, oh my god. I've been that guy at parties, and everyone hated me when I did that. Oh my god, but at least I knew to stop. I knew the joke fell flat, and I was like, whoop. Whereas Gervais makes the joke that falls flat, and he keeps going deeper and deeper and never learning. He never learns, and he just digs the hole as deep as possible until it's unbearable, and then the scene moves on. It's just an incredible show. It's so fucking funny. And when it wants to have real drama and real emotion and real pathos, it can go toe-to-toe with the absolute best of them, which is why Ricky Gervais was invited onto Inside the Actors Studio, where, you know, James Lipton basically said, you're not just a comedian, you're actually like a great actor, essentially. And he shows like a scene where David Brent begs them not to fire him, asks them to like give him a second chance that'll work twice as hard. And it's amazing how real and raw and emotional the scene is. It's a fantastic show, The British Office. If you haven't seen it, you gotta see it. It's one of the best. And You know what? Fuck it. I'll even plug that as a short. Because I like making shorts where I'm plugging stuff that I think is good. And I think that's something everyone should see. If you haven't seen it, you're missing out. He's there, Fallen Sleuth. You know exactly. Also, welcome in. Welcome in. Well, BBC in 2000 is different from the BBC today, I would say. You know, there was like some weird shift. Yeah, everything sort of shifted from then to now, so... US Office? It's just a very different show at the end of the day. They almost can't be compared, you know. They're just different kinds of comedy. Also, welcome in Apothecary. Yeah, it's great. Swage. Oh, bro! When Ricky Gervais was at the Golden Globes, that's just legendary. That's brutal. Vanguard Wedge, how come FF9's dialogue scenes feel more vibrant than MMO scenes, even though it's basically the same? Is it the higher detailed characters having a handful of canned animations, or were the pre-rendered backgrounds just that much better than the camera angles in 14 and 16? No, the reason FF9's dialogue feels, as you say, more vibrant than, say, FF14 is because it, for the most part, follows the rules of good writing. Like, every line, as I say, is basically either moving the story forward, moving the action forward, or telling us something about who this character is. Characters in 9 tend not to stand around. Let me put it this way. If 9 was made by the people who did 14, when you show up to Alexandria, before you could really do anything at all as Vivi, someone would tell you the history of Alexandria, the entire city, the types of flowers they grow, the types of crops, the types of pottery, the painting style, and why they dug a moat around it for about 45 chat boxes. And it wouldn't even be optional. It would just be main story quest. That's why the dialogue feels different in the Golden Age Final Fantasies, for the most part, did not do this. But ever since everything became all about MMOs, which starts with FF11, to my knowledge, from what I've heard, 12 and 13 aren't so bad about that. 14 absolutely is. And 14's design then bleeds into 16 and 7 Remake and Rebirth. So, to answer your question, it's because Golden Age FFs follow the rules of good writing a lot more than FFs that came after 10, for the most part. As I say, it ramps up to the it reaches critical mass from 14 and onwards. That's kind of how I'd say it. So, to answer that question. Lost in That Fog, thank you for that follow. I hope that makes sense, chat. Does that make sense? I hope it does. But that's a good question to ask. Because there's a reason why when people say, oh, you just don't like the step away from turn-based, it's not just that. It's not just that. It's many things. Basically, when Sakaguchi leaves, that's when everything goes to shit. That's all you need to know. 15, I feel like 15... the thing is, the problems of 15 are so... 15 has so many other problems that I just forget if characters stand around just lore dumping. I forget. But I know it happens in 16, 14, and Rebirth, so... And the thing is, I'm not going to replay 15 either. Life's too short, and no one should have to do that to themselves twice. That's the very idea of replaying 15 is the stuff of nightmares that would make even H.P. Lovecraft quiver in his grave before saying words that we're not allowed to say anymore. Golden Globe Oscars, plastic statues. Yeah, oh, dude, Swage, it was so epic. It was so good. So, yeah. Conlin, 14 has a lot to do with the world building. The thing is, though, you can build the world while doing those two things at the same time. Good storytelling will basically tell you about the world, but it will always be doing one of those two things. It'll always be moving the action forward, or it will be telling us about who these characters are. That's the most important thing. Dialogue that specifically does world building and does nothing else very easily falls into the trap of becoming exposition. As in just like, so as you already know, Bob, these tiles are crafted by Grandma Chocobo, who is 500 years old, and her son Ben the Black Mage carved the wood of this bench over here. As for the barrel, that was done by Timmy the Q from FF9 before he ate a bunch of frogs, and also here's the history of the frogs. Do you see where I'm going with this? That's what world building, that's what dialogue specifically about world building becomes. So, I've come up with a new recipe. Bugs Error. If they ever decided to make a remake of FF9, you'd prefer they make it only graphic-wise and keep the original writing. And yes, 1,000 jump rope minigames. Oh, of course, Bugs. Yeah, no, absolutely, mate. They should... I think... Look, I don't think they would remake another FF the way they've done 7 ever again. And we all know exactly why. Now, if you excuse me, I have to hear Clive say fuck.
Have you got a trader's pass? No? Then fuck off.
I wasn't expecting that one.
Don't, Clive. It's too dangerous.
Fuck. Hold on, Joshua. I'm coming!
Don't know if that was necessary. I remember watching Asmongold stream this live, and when Ifrit drops the line, when he says the line, Bart. Fuck. When he goes, fuck. Asmon's entire chat was just like in all caps, fuck, 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 fuck. It's like tens of thousands of people all just spamming in all caps, fuck. Because that's how out of place it feels. That's how unnecessary it feels. Oh, it's so dumb. It's one of my favorite ones, though. I've been looking for that one for ages.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by
Hand gesture.
bandits.
When it rains,
arms folded.
Pause. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock.
Weird
of the
neutral
damage in the
pose.
Dominion.
You can't unsee it. Once you see those stock gestures, it's just every conversation. That's not a high budget concept.
Fuck. How the hell did they find it?
It's like, man,
How
I'm just...
sure I was keeping that kill.
I'm just walking through town here. Don't say fuck to me. Come on. Relax.
Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone. Before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
Oh, piss off.
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
It's funny how much it just kind of draws from Game of Thrones, but in a way that's kind of too obvious. Like, this is Hodor. Clive's mum is basically Cersei, who hates her son as it, like she's Catelyn Stark. Clive, I guess, is Jon Snow. And then Ralph Ineson, you know, he plays a character in Game of Thrones as well. You know, a fucking Iron Islander and all that. It's, the problem with modeling this game so closely after Game of Thrones is that Game of Thrones is something that literally everyone knows. It was the last show that literally everyone in the world watched, to my knowledge, you know. The Boys is sort of like the superhero version of Game of Thrones, but here's the difference. My parents don't watch The Boys, and yours probably don't either. Whereas our parents and our aunties and uncles and grandmas and me bloody nun, everyone watched Game of Thrones from every generation. Until it ended so badly that it literally killed the golden age of series. And then we all collectively chose to forget it on purpose as a form of self-defense. Like how we chose to forget Final Fantasy The Spirits Within. Which now you all remember. Welcome back to hell. Also, let me respond to some chats here. Are you a weirdo that you like the 7 remake games more than the original? This is going to blow your mind coming from me, but no. Because depending on what you like, man, if what you want is the flashiest, newest graphics with like reactive action-based combat, it's that's what it goes for. But if you're going for pure emotional gravitas, if you're going for epic storytelling, if you're going for maturity, if you're going for grit, heart and soul, the OG is better. there you go. Imagine me of all people saying that. So, Scrubs, I didn't watch that, but I don't know. Moralia, I'm so sorry, but welcome into the stream. You wish the Team Tactics wrote the story? Fuck. So, Fallen Sleuth, what is my view on remake versus remasters? Especially around something like FF9. Remake departs too hard. Well, the problem is... Hang on, sorry, let me finish this. I know you don't like FF7 Remake because it departs too hard from the original, as well as for its flaws, but in your view, a remake should offer a new interpretation, not just a remaster. MGS3 Delta seems like a remaster, which appeals to you less. Well, here's the difficult thing, is that before FF7 Remake, everyone kind of knew what a remake and a remaster was. They knew the differences. Like, a remaster would be like FF10 Remaster. It's the same game, but all the graphics have just been upscaled, updated, or like FF8 Remaster. You know what I mean? Same game, but everything's just been polished up, you know. A remake would have been something like Resident Evil 1, which is that type of game with fixed angles as if it was made today. Or Resident Evil 2, where what if the idea of this game was made today? So Resident Evil 2 was fixed angles, and then, but if it was made today, you know, you'd be able to move the camera freely. As for the story changes, I don't know how great they are, but the last time I played Resident Evil 2 Remake, I don't remember any Kingdom Hearts multiverses or fate ghosts, any whispers. I don't remember Mr. X moonwalking in and then Leon speaking in a high-pitched squeaky voice because he's actually young for his age, plus 100 boring minigames and 200 boring new characters. I don't remember that in RE2 Remake, so it's nowhere near in the same conversation as FF7R. But what 7 Remake has done is it's confused everyone. Now people think that a remake has to dramatically change and butcher the story. I'm thinking through this. Well, here's the question you gotta ask FF7 Remake fans. What if... Okay, so, like, let me put it this way. Here's the thing that happens a lot. Someone's like, oh man, I like the gameplay and, you know, the look of FF7 Remake, but I hated all the story changes. To which they'll say, oh, so you didn't want a remake, you wanted a remaster. It's like, no, I didn't want that fixed-angled game with slightly upgraded graphics. I mean, like... I like the gameplay and the look. I didn't like the story changes. Yeah, so you want a remaster. No, it's not the same. So what you got to ask them is, if the game looked and played like FF7 Remake, but the story and tone was still one-to-one, it was still faithful to the original, what is that? Is that a remake or a remaster? Now, many of them can't answer this question because it breaks their brain. It shows that it's a bullshit false dichotomy that your only choices ever were the PS1 game with slightly better graphics or action-free camera but also multiverse fate ghosts, soy, cringe, butchered, changed story, ruined characters, and so on and so forth. They act like these are the only choices you had, but there's not. There was always an in-between option. It was always possible. But they'll pretend that option didn't exist. Or that no one would want it. But Rebirth sales prove that no, people aren't really hot for what we got instead. So, anyway, sorry, I know that's a very long question to answer, and I'm sorry that we held up the video for that. But it's got to be said. It's got to be said. Sorry, guys, I know I'm yapping on for a bit, and we will get back to Game of Thrones here. Crimson, this feels like it was written by a third grader who was given the okay to write a mature story with swearing loud. Well, when the swearing in FF16 happened, I remember people saying like, oh no, let them put in excessive swearing. They wanted to swear for so long and now they finally can. It's like, I don't care. I'm sorry, I'm the customer. Honestly, I don't care about the process. I don't care how the writers feel. I just want a good game. I'm not going to sit here and just be like, man, this sucks. But at least the writers are having fun. They're not my friends. They're not my family. I don't owe them anything. I'm sorry. It's just true. If someone served you bad food, you're not going to be like, this sucks. And it's like, do you realize how hard that chef worked on it? I don't care. The food's bad. It's not what I wanted. So, Melt Banana, when you try to tell the story of the original 7, you can do it in one paragraph. Yeah, if you try to tell a remake... Hang on, here we go. When you try to tell the story of the original FF7, you can do it in one paragraph. When you try to tell the story of the remake, it's just a tangle of weightless events. Well, it also says a lot that you can criticize the remake with very simple language, but anyone who tries to defend it gives you 3 to 5 pages of TLDR full of excuses they would never make for any other game series or any other company. It's very telling that that's what happens. That's if you're lucky enough to get a response. That's if you're lucky enough to get a 3-page response. Most of the time, they'll call you 1, nostalgic, 2, L-take / dog shit take, or 3, you haven't played the OG. All right? Hashtag not all, but the vast majority of FF7 Rebirth defenders, they all run on the same script. You talk to one, you talk to them all. Sorry, it's just true. And you know what the funny thing is? They'll probably just... if I say that, they'll probably just say, L-take, dog shit take to that. It's crazy. They all run on the same script. It's unbelievable. It's like a mass-produced hive mind or something. So, and you know what? Just to really make them happy, I'm going to make that into a fucking short. How about that? Called the FF7R script. It's a sad thing, though, you know. Sorry, I gotta catch up with chat here. I know I'm behind on chat, but I'm gonna miss a few chats, guys. Truck Norris, you feel like remasters should just be graphical upgrades? Remakes are the game built up from scratch with obvious changes. The thing is, like, that's the thing. The idea that you could only remake it by changing the story into something it's not, I disagree with that. I mean, you can if you want, but I don't know. It's a bold strategy. Wonder if it's gonna pay off. How dare I mock your script materia? So, see, I don't know anything about Pokemon, so maybe I'm not the best judge on that. Iconic Shadow. Swearing should only happen if the writing for it is done right. Swearing for the sake of swearing is just stupid. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I say Scorsese and Tarantino do it quite well. So, you loved 7R, but it has its problems, Lizardo? Yeah, I mean, look, as I said, I don't even think it's all bad. I actually think there's some good things about it. Believe it or not. Alright, enough fucking about. Let's keep going. Fuck.
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me. Fuck.
What of the royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon.
It's a punchline, but you never know when it's coming. You never know where in the sentence it's going to happen.
If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble.
They've gone with Master Quentin.
Fuck.
Oh, come on, guys. Come on.
I've just come from the Justice's Manor. We have to get Quentin to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die!
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you are so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
I feel like that guy sort of got away with it. Because he's got the accent, he's got the look, he looks 50, and if you don't like him, you're a fucking numbskull. So... Swage, you like this game but the side quests are dog shit? Yeah, well the thing is, FF14's like trained you, you know, to deal with brutal side quests, but I have less patience than that. I thought that one, you know what? As Barrett said to Leslie in FF7 Remake, you alright.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did? Fuck! We're getting nowhere!
Oh my god.
These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless!
Still... all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who has made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
God damn it, Clive. Come on, mate.
Gav! Don't tell me there's more of the bastards.
Here it comes.
Oh, fuck.
You can sort of predict it at this point. Odin was also a completely wasted boss fight. look, after you've been fighting Titan, Bahamut, and Garuda in icon form, you know, your kaiju form, you're like, oh shit, how's the Ifrit versus Odin fight gonna be? It's not there, they don't do it. It's just some QTEs, and then the main fight is you in human form, having a sword fight. So no, fuck you. Turn me into a flaming demon so I can fight the Norse god with his six-legged horse and Zanderzuken, or however the fuck you pronounce it. They fucked it. Anyone who defends how they did Odin's fight instead is wrong. It would have been better as a big Godzilla fight, and everyone knows it. Hello, boys! With me, Odin. Oh yeah, also Odin wants to bang his mum. I just thought I should mention that. There's a cutscene where, like, he's, like, simping onto this lady, this shape-shifted lady, and he's like, oh, he's getting nice and cozy and romantic with her. And it's like, and when she evaporates, she's like, thank you, mother. And then the scene ends. Because Game of Thrones.
Clive, would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened? Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went.
God chose you to serve as his vessel, and you cling to this foolish notion of hope when there is none.
Fuck. Fuck. Also, the problem with QTEs in these boss fights, like, I kind of found the icon fights fun. Look, let's be real, it's not real gameplay. You're just pressing buttons for, like, cool cutscene attacks and all that. But when there's, like, the transitions to the next phases or whatever, they show these cool cutscenes, and you can't, unfortunately, you can't sit back and just enjoy them. Because at any moment, when you least expect, you suddenly have to hit square. Or you have to mash X. And if you don't hit it fast enough, if you don't mash it fast enough, you get a less good version of the cutscene. You know. This happened to me. When I was Ifrit fighting Typhoon, I was just like, oh man, oh, cutscene, oh, this is kind of cool. And like, Clive starts charging up a Kamehameha, and then Typhoon did something, and I didn't hit square in time. And instead of shooting a cool beam, Ifrit just fell over and just landed on his ass. And I was like, now I'll never see what he was going to do instead. The cool version of that scene. It's dumb. It's just dumb. I just think, like, gameplay should be gameplay. Let the cutscenes just be cutscenes. And if you're going to use QTEs in cutscenes, oh, fuck, I don't know, man. What even does them well? Maybe Uncharted 4, which was, like, 11 years ago. God of War, but that, let's be real, it almost felt like a PS2 tech demo, some of those things at the time. But, you know, cool at the time. Now, I just, like, let me, when it's time to play the game, play the game. When it's time to watch the movie, let me watch the movie. RE4? I've never played it, so I don't know. Azura's Wrath? I like the aesthetic, at least, just because how angry he looks. So, Oxo? Oh, God, I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that in a bit. You just installed Rebirth and it doesn't work with a 570. Fuck. Alright, let's continue. Hello, Joshua.
Clive,
fuck.
Thank fuck. You're
Oh,
right.
shut up, Gav.
Fuck Wallard.
Oh, God.
Fuck the dead king and his god. Fuck this withered shithole.
Bloody crystal's cracked. So where the hell are they? Oh, fuck me.
We've got a few rooms going spare now.
Oh, this guy can fuck right off.
Oh, piss off. It's like, damn it. Listen, you. Clive would just go there. I, the player, was just going there to enjoy the graphics, and I immediately get an F-bomb in my ear from an NPC I didn't even want to talk to. Get out of it, you fucking minge. Here it comes.
There's not like a fuck-off crystal hanging over the horizon to
God,
sour
it's
your
non-stop.
ale.
I'll tell you what.
Our ally.
That said, the NPCs one maybe wasn't the worst, because I hear in The Witcher 3, when you walk through town, everyone just fucking hates you. Everyone just like, oh, fuck off, Witcher. You kidnapped some child. I heard that's what it's like. I need to play it at some point. Melt Banana. As an actual Brit, they need to add some more... Get to Fox! You know, 3-head code crisp. Oh my god. Alright, let's keep going. Fuck.
Is a crying out for answers. Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the curse breakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
Come on, Gav, relax, mate. Katie Marie, also welcome in, guys. Please follow Katie Marie. She's absolutely bloody lovely. She's a delightful young lady. The Witcher is amazing. Are you were streaming The Witcher 3, I think, were you? Because I heard a lot of people tell me that was sort of the Baldur's Gate 3 of its time period. Oh, you're doing it right now. Yeah, no, I've got to stream The Witcher 3. I don't know how much I'm going to gel with the combat, but I'm more than happy to just go cutscene to cutscene. I'd love to do the side quests, because people say the side quests of The Witcher 3 are almost as well written, if not better written, than main quests for other games, which is a hell of a bloody statement. Fuck. You finished the whole thing? Story was great? Nah, that's awesome. Witcher 3 is definitely on the cards for me. Would you guys like to see... Would you like to see the promo art that I made for my upcoming Witcher 3 streams? Now, before you judge, I tried to make this look right. I tried to make this look natural. But my head's a bit too big. I tried, all right? I tried. I know it's hard to look at, but I think the face is just a bit too... It's definitely too big. I can't be fucked to start again from scratch. But this is the promo art for my upcoming Witcher 3 streams. God, don't you look away. You know what? Maybe the common folk were right to fear the witches. Maybe they've got it. I kind of understand where they're coming from, after all. So, yes. This is going to be a fun set of streams. Believe that. You know what? I might even make that into a clip. I'll call it my Witcher 3 promo art. Because those streams, these are going to be ridiculous. Shitpost accidentally on purpose, Eben. I tried. Do you have any idea how long I spent making this? This was easily like an hour or two. Look. Now I understand Frankenstein, okay? He tried to make the monster look beautiful. He tried. It says that in the book. Look at the result, all right? This is why they say the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So, yeah. Oh, what a sad state of affairs. So, yeah. Billy's face instead. Oh, God. Wolf Brother, thank you for that follow. I appreciate that. It's better than AI slop. That's the sad thing. It has more soul than AI, in a way. All right, let's fucking continue.
Assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying...
That's another good example, right? Listen to how long the pause is between these lines.
Arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors.
It just should have been instantaneous.
I'd heard reports of soldiers...
Seems like a nitpick until you consider how many lines there are in this game. Like 50, 60 hour game. It's like thousands. Multiply pauses like that over like thousands of lines. And you'll see how... You'll just see how many hours it adds onto the story. If you ever wondered why 16 felt like it dragged, that's a reason. Also, Wolf Brother, thank you for enjoying the shorts. Appreciate that. So, 80% of the game is just cutscenes, which is insane. Exactly. You multiply it over all that, it's crazy.
In the outlying regions, abandoning the oaths they swore.
You know, it'd be a really funny compilation. This is so mean. A compilation of only the pauses in between every time someone speaks. So it'll be heaps of cutscenes of people just standing around saying nothing, but for like heaps, like 3 to 5 seconds at a time. Hey, bro, you know what? Lord Yggdrasil, he made this amazing compilation. You know, fucking like. That could be your next project, mate. That could be your next bloody that could be your next Final Fantasy 16 compilation, mate. Also, guys, if you want the FF16 vid, here it is in chat right now. I'm just going to shout it out there. Chuck a subscribe to this guy. Chuck a like. The video I'm making right now wouldn't be possible without this dude. So, Lord Yggdrasil, I salute you for having the Herculean patience to sit through all of Final Fantasy 16 just to find every single time they said fuck. You are an unsung hero of the internet, and I salute you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I want to hear Clive say fuck.
But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, God. It's a fucking disgrace.
After me 10th name day, my mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon.
Wait, what? What was that? Hang on. Now, I heard a lot of goon noises.
Moon.
Now, I've heard a lot of goon noises in my lifetime, but this is a new one. To be fair, that's the end of a sentence, but, you know, still funny. Still funny to me, Mom.
Go and give that fucker one for me.
Oh, God.
If you do not run, you will die.
You will all fucking die!
This character was also complete dog shit. In fact, this entire desert area was so crap and so forgettable. Not one interesting character and not one interesting thing happens here that you could delete the entire area, the entire sequence, and absolutely nothing of value would be lost. If the FF16 demo was this entire segment, literally 0% of people in the world would have bought this game. Well, actually, no. You know, the usual suspects were the people who buy literally anything with the name Final Fantasy slapped onto it, but it wouldn't have converted anyone. Let me put it that way. You don't remember him? This guy has more screen time than a lot of, like, main characters in Golden Age Final Fantasies. And you don't remember him.
If you do not run, you will die.
You will all fucking die!
In a way, this is also, like, I remember at the time people saying, is FF16 racist? Because, you know, the usual suspects on Twitter were like, you know, my lack of POC representation and all that, you know, the usual thing. By the way, I'm half Chinese, all right? I'm half not white, which means I can say that without getting cancelled. And if you try to cancel me, then you're censoring minority voices. And you're the one who's getting cancelled. So anyway, on this point here, I actually will not agree with them, but I will say this area was a missed opportunity. That in all the English medieval sections, you know, sure, everyone's got a Game of Thrones bloody accent and, you know, fuck off. But this whole area here is a sort of desert, Middle Eastern looking setting. A lot of the characters have dark skin complexions. A lot of them are wearing this sort of garb. This was an opportunity for everyone to have a sort of Middle Eastern accent or whatever accent you want to use, like so on and so forth, whatever feels right. And it didn't. They all just have generic English, fresh out of theater school accents. So while I don't agree with, you know, the usual Twitter thing, I thought, well, this is a missed opportunity. This actually could have worked a lot better if you went in that direction. Diawi, thank you for the follow-roo. Beast Attack, you forgot 16 was a game until you tuned into this stream. Beats Attack, did you know that FF16 has not one, but 2 DLCs? That's how much no one remembers this. And I almost feel sorry for the game to an extent. But I also don't, because this game didn't give a shit about the OG fanbase. It was it was basically Final Fantasy if it was Devil May Cry in an attempt to get action gamers, but they still wanted OG gamers to buy it, so they called it Final Fantasy. It's just, that's just what it is at the end of the day. It's sad, but how else do you describe it? And it's a pity because if it was just written a lot better and done a lot better, it could have worked, but it's not even done that well for what it is. Clive is a cool character. He deserves a better game. Sid is a cool character. Should have lasted until the end of the game. It's just, it's sad. It's got quite a few good moments and quite a few good bits about it, but it's bad a lot more often than it's good. And the bad parts, they're such a slog. They're so boring that you kind of just don't really care about the good parts anymore. Hill Zero, 16 had some great story moments. The fluff and filler and bloat ruined the overall story. Exactly what I said right there. Exactly, man. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Because I'm like, that's the tragedy of 16, is that it's not all bad. It's not all bad. There's actually a lot. So I've heard some people describe that FF16 is a great 10-hour game trapped in a 50-hour game. Pretty accurate assessment, in my opinion. And it's a very sad assessment. Saphira, you never played it, but this video alone makes you not want to. You cuss like a sailor, but this is over top even for you. You guys see how much I swear? And even I'm like, this is a bit much, you know. Wasn't it the actual Devil May Cry developer that made it? Yeah, no, the combat is done by the Devil May Cry combat guy. But while I've never played Devil May Cry, everyone I know who is a fan of DMC says that it's actually insulting to compare the combat of 16 to Devil May Cry. It's just not as deep or interesting or varied. Now, look, as I say, I can't comment. Haven't played DMC. Maybe one day I will. But I trust their word, you know? Like, I've known these people a long time, and they've played all the series, and they've played this. I assume they know what they're talking about. So, whenever Japan tries to explicitly take on a Western property, it always feels metaphorically like an AI-generated six-fingered hand. Sometimes that's a good thing, but not here. I would respectfully disagree. There's times when Japan, when they tackle Western settings or Western historical stuff, or there's a lot of times when Japan tackles Western stuff, and it does it brilliantly. It does it faithfully, it does it respectfully, and in this day and age that we all lucky to live in, they might do it more respectfully and more faithfully than when we do it in our own countries. So, but you know, that's a conversation for another day, ladies and gentlemen. That's a conversation for another day. For example, Vinland Saga, which is about Vikings, that is done very, very well. That is a very... I say I don't know my Viking history, but it seems they know what the fuck they're talking about, because it really feels like you're in a different time period. The people in Vinland Saga do not have the same code of morality or moral compass in a lot of ways that we do, because they are literally from a different time. For them, it's quite normal to own slaves, uncomfortable as that sounds, and they don't really see anything wrong with it. They also don't see anything wrong with just killing people half the time. And what I think Vinland Saga does so well is the grayness of morality. And I think Askeladd is an incredible character, because in some episodes, that guy is a straight up villain. That man's a terrible person. Then in other episodes, he's this underdog, epic, great hero of Wales. It's like, I'm rooting for this guy, but last episode, he literally killed a village of 50 people, including all the women and children. But now I want him to win, but fuck, you know, Vinland Saga is incredible for that reason. It is just, it's a masterpiece of an anime, and I really can't wait to see more seasons of it come out. Small Fry, exactly, yeah, you know. You finished it recently, Positive? You need, dude, Ponto, Vinland Saga's so good, man. It's so fucking sick. It's some of the character development that I've never seen. I've rarely seen character development in animes the way that I've seen in Vinland Saga. Yeah. Thoughts on Attack on Titan? That's another anime where you see a dramatic character development that I'm not going to say, because it would be spoilers. Anyway, let's continue, because this game is riveting.
You'll die. You will all fucking die!
Fuck! It's that guard from Boklat. Kill him! Kill them all!
I just love how the fight opens with that. Fuck. It's so good.
Fuck. It's that guard from Boklat. Kill him! Kill them all!
A friend of mine, I was watching this with a friend of mine, right? And he himself is an aspiring game developer, and he's been learning as much as he can about all this. And he pointed out stuff that I'd never really thought about. But now that I see this, I can't unsee it. And I'll tell you what it is. This game, FF16, is set in this sort of very medieval, very European, Western-looking setting. And yet, its combat style is entirely this super weeby... Look, I'm Asian, I'm allowed to say that. Super weeby Devil May Cry... ninja samurai cyborg fighting style, and also its UI is almost a bit science fiction and modern looking, and it's quite thematically off. Now compare this to say Dark Souls or Elden Ring. That's set in a very sort of, as I say, Western European medieval setting, gothic setting, and all the UI is thematically on point. It looks like the UI was almost crafted by people who live there. And another really important point with that is that if Square wanted... I think Square has said that, you know, oh yeah, you guys want turn-based, but we want to make Elden Ring money. Well, then make a Souls-like. Make a Souls-like. You want to make Souls money? Make Souls. Because Devil May Cry is niche. Notice how there's no such thing as a Devil May Cry-like. Except for FF16. And there's the thing. Devil May Cry 5, I think, is the highest selling Devil May Cry ever made, and that sold 10 million copies. Let's check it out right now. How many copies Devil May Cry 5 sold? Yeah, it's at 10 million units. All right, 10 million units DMC5. How many copies did Elden Ring sell? 30 million. Something tells me Dark Souls and Bloodborne are going to do quite well as well. Let's see Dark Souls 3. That's 10 mil. That's not even one of the best-selling ones. Let's do Dark Souls 1. 11 million. All right. Now, Bloodborne's going to be a bit cucked because it's a PS4 exclusive. But still, for science. 7.6 million. A bloody PS4 exclusive that cannot even be played on PC sold nearly as much as the best-selling Devil May Cry of all time. If you want to make Souls money, make a Soulsborne game. You know, and on top of that, just to really drive that point home, how much cooler is this in your mind? Like, rather than Clive being like, you know, standing here, I realize... What if Clive had a big fucking sword and was actually fighting like a big summon like Titan or, you know, who else can we think of? Just any of the summons in FF. Typhoon, whatever, Garuda. And you just got a big fucking sword and you got to dodge roll out of the way and like bam. And when you hit, it's not that you spam a million hits that shows like 5 damage all over the place and the enemy does nothing. When you hit, you fucking hit. Boom! And you can feel the weight and the gravitas of that attack. In a way, that might have been a better combat style for FF16. In a way, maybe almost, yeah, I don't know. I'd almost like to play a Souls-like Final Fantasy game now that you think about it. Who would not want to play as Cloud with a big fucking Buster Sword against the giant Scorpion boss in FF7, except as a Souls-like, you know? Scorpion, here comes a tail, bam! You got to dodge roll and then whoosh, or whatever. Could also work in like other styles as well. I don't know. That's a bit of a tangent because, as I say, FF7 Remake's combat style is not nearly my biggest complaint about that game by a wide margin. I can go either way with that. The story was my main issue, but yeah. Herbinator, thanks for the follow. Yeah, we already do that in Monster Hunter. What's up, Grofile? Yeah. Let's go Diablo 2. I played the fuck out of Diablo 2. Yeah, Nio games. Those are all 2020 though, 5 years ago. Rainstorm. Yeah, but the thing is, making a I think Devil May Cry was the wrong call. If you're going to make an action game, if you're going to make an action game, make Souls. It's just better. It's just better. I'm not saying it's better than Devil May Cry, but it's got more mainstream appeal, if that's really what you want to go for. White Fox Star, welcome in. Thank you for enjoying the stream. Appreciate that. Hi-Fi Rush. I haven't played it, but I've heard it's good. Dujin. Combo action-based games. The genre sadly withered out somehow. Well, the thing is, it just becomes button mashing. It's just button mashing. It's just like, who cares? You know. The genius of Souls-like games is that it's actually... Sorry. The genius of Souls games is that it's actually extremely simple, fundamentally. All you have is like 3 moves. Attack, block, dodge roll. That's basically it. That's all you really need. And then, you know, you can add like extra fluff on that. Strong attack, light attack, whatever. Parry, whatever, this and that, and so on and so forth. But really, the thing is, you can parry. I've never parried in my entire life, ever. Still beat the games. But yeah, all Souls-like is those 3... All Souls-like is those 3 things. Attack, dodge, block. Most basic, barest fundamental building blocks possible. And around that simple system, you have infinite variation, infinite variety. And that's how they've managed to make so many Souls games without... It took a very long time for it to almost feel played out, or... Not played out, but maybe like we've had a lot or had enough. I don't know. And we really still haven't had enough. I'd like a Dark Souls 4. I could do one. So... Growfile. Thanks for that fucking follow. What is this? What is this clip? Wait. The context for this clip is that I was, I think, 14 beers in. Wait. Try. Wait. Hang on. Wait. My controller. Shit. Wait. My controller on. Hang on. Wait. Okay, I am so plastered. I'm so plastered in this. Jumping off. No! Fuck! You got no one but yourself to blame for that one, mate. All right. Have a good long think about what you've done. Yeah. Seemed like a good idea at the time, so it was very deserved. I can tell you that. I was toasted. Oh, I was fucked. As Clive would say, I was fucked. Changing the Eris death, Rain. It's so bad. It's a crucial turning point for Cloud, as you say. And it takes the core purpose away. Well, I mean, it's just... Look, we'll see what they do with Part 3. They've already fucked it, but let's see what they were building towards in Part 3. It's not going to be good, but, you know. Here's the thing. I'm not going to stream Part 3 to enjoy it. I'm going to stream it to bear witness to the apocalypse. All right, that's what to bear witness to the Armageddon. To what might be the Final Fantasy, the death knell of the series, mate. Tabin, what Souls-likes have been selling like Souls game? None get close to Liza P. Tabin. Well, it's true. The thing is, though, like, FF16, the problem with a lot of the thing is, no, this is a good point. We'll never know in a lot of ways, because we don't really have any Final Fantasy Souls-likes other than Strangers of Paradise. But here's the thing. That was not a Final Fantasy game. It was a spin-off. If you put the full weight of the name Final Fantasy behind something, it's going to sell something. But the problem is that only lasts for the first month. There's a lot of hype, a lot of graphics, a lot of expensive budget, so on and so forth. Everyone talks about it. We see some cool cutscene trailers. Then it launches. Everyone buys it on launch, plays it for a month, realizes it's mid, realizes it's a mixed bag of mid slop, and they don't recommend it to other people. They don't tell other people to rush out and buy it. And if it was good, then FF16 would have sold more than, let's see, 22,000 copies on Xbox. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, good games continue to sell on whatever platform they're on. But 22,000 copies for a so-called Game of the Year nominee, it's not a good look. I don't think it's a Game of the Year nominee. I don't think Rebirth is a Game of the Year nominee. I think I'm going to say something really controversial. I think that with the Video Game Awards, getting a Game of the Year nomination, it's partially pay to win. You put enough money into the graphics and the budget and the spectacle, and if there's really nothing else going on that year, it'll get a Game of the Year nomination. Just look at 16 and look at Rebirth. It's just, yeah, not great. Now, look, in 16's defense, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. Who the fuck plays JRPGs on Xbox? I don't know. That's my defense. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm really trying here, man. You know, Lost Odyssey is supposed to be a great JRPG. Some people call it the real Final Fantasy 13, but it was locked to Xbox and still is. And for that reason, you know, people can't play it on PlayStation. They can't play it on Steam. So I don't know what its real sales would actually be. And Lost Odyssey came out at a time when even less people played on JRPGs on Xbox than they do today. It came out in like 2008, when Xbox was like, I don't know, the Mass Effect Halo machine, the Gears of War machine. Who the fuck plays a Final Fantasy on that back then in 2008? You know. Whereas today things are different, and it should have sold more than that if it was good. If it was good. Which, sadly, it's not. And in a way, a measure of a game, is it good or not, is would you tell your friends to rush out and play it? Those of you who enjoyed FF16, would you tell your friends, bro, you gotta rush out and pay full price for this game? You probably wouldn't, in all honesty, man. Whereas, like, I would tell friends to rush out and buy a number of other games, indies or AAA, even if it was like full price, or I'd say, you know what, get it on special, but it's absolutely worth playing. I wouldn't even tell people to get this on special, sadly. You know, it's rough, man. It's rough. Because what you save in money, even getting this on special, you pay in time. And I'm sorry. Look, we ain't getting any younger, toots. And I am done wasting my time on things that just aren't that great. I'm sorry, you know. Things that I'm not fully interested in. If there's something that interests me more, that I think is super high quality through and through, I'm going to choose that instead. I'll just do that instead. So, yeah. Sail the seas. If you want to play it, I'll sail the seas. It will get older by time by time. Well, this will not sell more. This will not be remembered as a cult classic or a timeless masterpiece. Delovan, your friend told you to play FF16 and you quit 1 to 2 hours in. Sounds like you need better friends. I'm just kidding. I'm fucking about. Look, mate. I've made some shocking recommendations to friends. I've made some recommendations where my friend's like, the fuck did you tell me to watch that or play that? I hated every second of it. I'm like, well, I thought it was good. It was fun when I was in this state of mind. Look, it happens to us all. Anyway, let's see how this riveting game ends.
Fuck! It's that guard from Boklat! Kill him! Kill them all!
Fuck. My God. What a story, Mark. You know what, Lord Yggdrasil? Thank you for your services, mate. You have more patience than I, going through all of FF16 just to find every time they say fuck. I'm going to post that in my chat right there. Please chuck this man a like and subscribe, because he made this video possible. And if you ever watch my reaction, Lord, I salute you, because I could not have done this myself. That was absolutely dreadful. I appreciate it. Good stuff, man. You have provided a lot of entertainment, and you've also helped shine a light on why it just could have been better. It just could have been better. So, fuck. Alright. I'm going to timestamp that. 07's in chat. 07's in chat. I'm going to timestamp that because I do want to turn that into a full video. God. What a story, Mark! The guy that made the Titus OST laugh compilation, oh bro, that's one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my entire life, so. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right. The DMC Lady Fuck compilation, Asta. I can't do that. Let me put it this way. It's easier to watch the FF16 one than it is to watch that. That lady one is 4 minutes long, and it feels like it's 4 hours. It's so bad. That lady compilation. Development and production. George Martin Game of Thrones storytelling motif is overused and exhausted. No more games like Elden Ring 16. I like Souls. I like Souls stories because I have no idea what they are, and I've never gone out of my way to learn what they are. And you don't have to at all. You can play them as just pure gameplay and it's fine. But if you want to know the story, you can go and look and find the clues all over the place. Apollo, good morning to you. Mac, I'm so sorry what they did to her, mate. Jordash, 16 was a good game, it still is. It falls into the imaginationless, over-realistic graphics that everyone starts to hate. Perfect solution is to stick to the FF format of good CGI cutscenes, a toned-down gameplay graphic base. Yeah, it would be... It deserves an investigation and study how to improve 16, how to fix it. But we're not going to do that today, ladies and gentlemen. I think we've seen enough. Guys, I just want to say thank you so much, everyone, for enjoying the Metal Gear Solid 3 finale. That game was... I still feel like I had the most fun with MGS2, mainly because I could just say whatever to Rose. But that ending of MGS3 was crazy. Eben, I've also been streaming 12.5 hours, and I'm trying to limit myself to like 8 these days. But you know what? It's a Saturday night, and I'm also... I'll tell you what, chat, I will be back on stream... I'll be back on stream next Saturday. Next Saturday. Wait a minute, hang on, is next Saturday... Yes, alright, MGS Delta will be out for long enough. Bugs Error, thank you very much for the tier 1 subscription. I'll be back on Saturday, and I'm trying to think of what game it might be. It might be a very fun little one-off game. It might be... I'll figure something out. I'll figure out something really fun for next Saturday. And I might work on some YouTube stuff leading up to FF Tactics Remaster release. We'll see what we can do.